once, and he ran a good race to finish second. He was with Sherwood last season. Let's see if there's any money for Decided.
And Cruising Altitude is 5-4. The favourite, of course, Morley Street 7-2 still. Decided has gone from 5s to 11-2. Wishlawn 13-2. Royal Derby and Nomadic Way 14-1. Magnus Pym is 16s from 20-1. Little money there. Fairfield's Cone 66-1.
Magnus Pym coming 4 points there. But Wishlong in the pink is number 1. Ron Smythe trains this one for his daughter Diane. It was a present, I believe, from Khalid Abdullah some years ago, and he proved to be a very good present indeed. 13-2 from 6-1. Had one run this season and didn't cover himself with glory, but Ron Smythe never wanted to give much away. He said, well, who knows whether he's come on or not. Today will tell. And there behind him in the blinkers is Nomadic Way, but Royal Derby has a chance here as well. Royal Derby was backed on his debut at Cheltenham, but faded in the end, and he's owned by bookmaker Michael Tabor, so you'd thought if they were backing him, he was very fancied. But anyway, he did drop out rather tamely in the end, and that was behind Persian Style, Jinxie Jack and Chief Mole. In the end, in fact, he was beaten nearly 30 lengths, but they must have fancied him to back him that day. 6 just in front of him is Magnus Pym. That's the one that came in from 20s to 16. Yellow colours, they're walking up quietly. Morley Street will be held up early. Cruising Altitude 6-5. Morley is 7-2. Decided 11-2, 13-2 bar. And I think tactics will be on display here, because don't expect to see Morley Street till late. There he is, number 3, going through. Very exciting. As I say, could go chasing, but if he proves good enough, Champion Hurdle's well within his grasp. Now, Nomadic Way of Barry Hills, one of his rare runners, is the only blinkered one. And the mare is number 9, Fairfield's Cone. She's also by the stallion Celtic Cone, who is responsible also for Cruising Altitude. There's the mare, Fairfield's Cone, outsider at the moment, but no mug last year, you know. She won 4 novice events, mainly around novice, smaller tracks, but she's got a lot to do today. Comes from a good trainer, Robin Dickin, and these colours seen on several horses last season. Martin Jones has the ride. I can't see what on earth the delay is for here, but I think it looks as if things are about to happen. Starter going behind the fence towards his rostrum. They'll walk up pretty slowly now, so I think it's a goer. Let's join Peter.
Just moving steadily towards the tape, with Cruising Altitude being held all the time. Being called in, and they're away. Decided, and Wishlawn, nobody anxious to make it at all. Nomadic Way towards the near side. Wishlawn has just about taken it up as they come to the first of the 8 flights now. Wishlawn from Decided and Royal Derby, and Nomadic Way, and over on the far side, Cruising Altitude. Closely grouped they are. Wishlawn from Decided, who's taken a very strong hold. Royal Derby and Cruising Altitude. Morley Street and Magnus Pym. And then Fairfield's Cone. Nomadic Way just the back marker, but still going quite a steady pace on this very firm ground, with Cruising Altitude having pulled his way to the front now. Hasn't settled all that well. In second is Decided. Then comes Royal Derby and Wishlawn. Then Fairfield's Cone and Magnus Pym and Morley Street and Nomadic Way. Cruising Altitude and Jamie Osborne making it from Decided and Royal Derby and Wishlawn, and Magnus Pym on the inside of Fairfield's Cone. On the outer Nomadic Way, and between horses is Morley Street. All jumped that well, with Cruising Altitude the leader, from Decided and Royal Derby and Wishlawn. Fairfield's Cone and Magnus Pym on the inside, then Nomadic Way and Morley Street, who are 7 and 8. Coming to the third, Cruising Altitude, bowling along in the lead, and Royal Derby on the inside, and Decided right up with him, in fact just shading him, and then Wishlawn, Morley Street making progress towards the outer, Fairfield's Cone, Magnus Pym and Nomadic Way. They race towards the halfway mark. Cruising Altitude from Decided and Royal Derby on the inside, then Wishlon and Fairfield's Cone and Morley Street and Magnus Pym and Nomadic Way as they swing left-handed to make their way towards the cross flight. This will be the 5th. Cruising Altitude from Royal Derby, then Wishlon in 3rd. 4 and 5 are Decided and Fairfield's Cone. 6 and 7 Morley Street and Nomadic Way and Magnus Pym as the back marker. Cruising Altitude, a very swift jump there from Royal Derby in 2nd. 3rd is Decided. 4 and 5 are Wishlon and Morley Street. Behind them Nomadic Way and Fairfield's Cone. And last is Magnus Pym. And they've got 3 flights left to jump now in this Gerry Feilden hurdle, with Cruising Altitude, the leader, being chased by Royal Derby. Behind Royal Derby, Decided towards the far side. Morley Street's made a little bit of ground. Fairfield's Cone trying to hang on to his place. Morley Street making very good progress now on the inside, the left of the picture that is, as we see them jump the second last. Cruising Altitude from Morley Street on the inside. So it's Cruising Altitude on the far side, Morley Street on the near side, inside the final 2 furlongs, and 1 flight left to jump in the Gerry Feilden. Cruising Altitude on the far side, Morley Street on the near side. Cruising Altitude had about a 3-length advantage. Jumps it about 3 lengths clear of Morley Street, then Wishlon and Nomadic Way, but as they race up towards the line, it's Cruising Altitude with Jamie Osborne looking over his right shoulder, sees no danger now. Cruising Altitude striding clear of Morley Street in 2nd. 3rd is Nomadic Way and 4 Wishlon. 5 came Decided, 6 Royal Derby, 7 is Fairfield's Cone, and 8 and last is Magnus Pym. And so the result of the Gerry Feilden hurdle: first, number 2, Cruising Altitude, owned by Mrs. Christopher Heath, trained by Oliver Sherwood and ridden by Jamie Osborne. Second was number 3, Morley Street, owned by Salehurst Paper Company Limited, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Jimmy Frost. And third was number 8, Nomadic